You know, it's the beginning of week number 5 of the 6-week Swiss, and let's kick things off with this 2-2 match done.
Good afternoon. Yeah, looking forward to it. How are you?
Oh, it's going to be a fun time around here. Get to call a good match. Got cdinprov, got Bort. We got winner of this going to be 3 wins, so that will put them in a prime position for the upper bracket.
Yep, guarantees them into the bracket, so this is a big race for these runners.
All right, so let me ask you this question. What do you think the number is going to be when we get into level 9?
Oh, I'm hoping for 7. When I've been racing, I've been enjoying 7. That gives you the opportunity to skip one level if something's blocked, but also you don't get a huge speed seed.
We start off with a heart container or take any potion. On the coast, we're going to want a ladder for that. We don't need it, but that's not something you say no to.
No, that's a nice, that'd be a nice bonus with an early ladder for sure.
All right, runners are synced. Let's get going. Let's see if our free item is available over here in the forest. What's your feelings about the magic boomerang?
I will take either early in a seed. I prefer the yellow. Just comes back to you quicker. So,
Well, I agree on you on that one. But I'm starting to believe that the magic boomerang is the best item. I don't know why.
okay, I thought we were about to get a theory on it, but we don't know why.
Oh, wood sword at vanilla start.
And they're both going to find it.
That's a good decision by both of these runners to explore this open cave when they got dumped out of that take any roads. Because some runners would just take all 4 and save this area for a little bit later, but now both of these runners with a sword.
It definitely worked out. I mean, I probably would have done what you said, looked at all 4, and then finished exploring the northeast because you've got 2 more Armos chicks up there.
Yep, we found a candle shop. We don't know if that's going to be the rare shop or not, but it's always good to know where a candle exists.
These are pretty good any roads, really. Actually, now really good. Close to start.
Oh, yeah.
And taking you all over the map.
You're in close range to all 5 of your Armos areas, and we do get our first level. It's level 4. We find some Pole's Voice, which is an enemy you're not going to try to kill at this point. Even if you do try to kill them, you're not going to be able to grab that item in the middle of the moat when it shows up, and you want that, yes.
And based on those couple rooms, that may be all we see of 4 right now.
Yeah, that's all we're going to say for now, although both runners know of this room over here. Oh, yeah. Fires.
I missed that.
Fires, why? You know what I'm talking about, right, Stun?
It looks like they rolled up, Rick.
Yes, they did. You can't kill them with a bomb.
If they are the only bomb droppers in level 9, that could create some fun.
I don't think they should be in that case because of the fact that there's supposed to be a guaranteed bomb dropper that is killable by a bomb or something like that. But yeah, you're not liking the fact that you lose one of your bomb potentials there. Magic boomerang.
Did you play this seed already?
No comment. No comment. What are you doing this for the next 3 hours, Stun?
I'm here. Whatever needs to happen.
Well, bad news, Stun. We're going to be spending plenty of quality time together. Don't ask me how I know that. Oh, wait, I think you can already figure out how I know that. So, Bort has not found the magic boomerang as the Armos item. CD does.
I was about to say maybe we're about to get some divergence. It's but then CD went north. Kind of strange with the with those any roads the way they are. We've pretty much tracked each other.
Yeah, I know. Both runners are pretty much running the same direction as each other are. Bort spends the final bomb, gets a gambling cave, and not much we can do with those gambling caves for the combined 5 rupees we have. Alright, well, CD can do a little bit more now.
33 will be a nice medium secret.
Well, the nice thing about that is you just need one more and you can purchase that blue candle that you already know about. And that is one of those important things, is being able to get something that's going to allow you to cover ground better.
Yeah, especially without having to backtrack. If you can get that candle early, then you can kind of route in all those checks. And
oh, baby, there's our big secret. 109.
Yeah, so we're positive on the big and the medium, so money shouldn't be an issue. Oh, especially with that bomb price.
Yeah, and also the blue ring rolling down. Oh, CD finds another candle cave. I wouldn't be surprised if Bort would eventually book it over to where we know the blue candle shop is. And I think this is a move to preserve Bort's life so that he can get to the cave.
Yep, looks like that's probably where he's heading. Well, he didn't get just south of Death Armos, but I bet that's where we get next.
Well, Bort's about to get the magic boomerang, which, hooray. But, yeah, I think if you had the money to buy a candle at this point, you beeline it for it. Especially considering the fact that we don't know necessarily what the door repair charge is going to be.
Yeah, especially because if I remember right, there's a candle shop just one screen next to a any road. So
that's correct.
You can
bottom
save,
left.
Get your candle, save again, and off you go.
Yeah, bottom left corner. And I think that's exactly what Bort's going to do right here. Yeah, I think Bort wants...
Yep.
In that regards, the way that the any roads work is when you went through the forest, the first one would have taken to the near star, the second one in the middle would have taken them over to the southwest corner. But we do get our candle.
Yep, I thought we might get a save, but he may decide to... there's a lot of burn spots right here in the southwest. He may decide to route it that way.
CD finding about the very, very cheap bombs in the seed.
Deciding against purchasing any. I think she is trying to make sure to keep all the money she can for that candle.
Yeah, especially since she knows it's over here in the northeast corner. Question in chat is asking about the most and least a door repair charge can be. It is between 15 and 25. What's the next level we're going to find?
We're already finding his second large secret. Oh, let's see. I think we're gonna go higher numbers today. I bet number 6. Somewhere near the waterfall.
Well, we found level 7 in the Dead Woods. You're right on the higher level aspect.
Bort's gonna peek around. A lot of
And
times
see-
early in a seed like this, you might skip out a little early, see if you can find some smaller levels. But a lot of runners do try and peek through at least, the first 4 or 5 open rooms to see if you get an open stair like this. Maybe Bort will find an early item. CD, meanwhile, getting her candle.
Or with the black clip and, of course, early staircase. Means early transport staircase.
Yeah, and it looks like didn't find an early item, so gonna keep exploring. I don't mind that at all.
Yeah, the longer you spend searching a bigger dungeon, especially in a case where you might have to return to it later, is just time loss.
Yeah, specific. I mean, that's true just in general, but specifically for this flag set, which we haven't explained, I guess, for new watchers. But only you have the possibility of only needing as few as 5 Triforces to get into 9, and so it's possible that Bort will never have to go back to that 7 if we find arrows and silver somewhere else and don't need all Triforces. I mean, silvers and both.
Level 1 found near start. We do find arrows, so that's always good to know where they are in case we get one of those seeds that is a bow-blocked silvers.
Yep. Pretty good arrow price, pretty good meat price.
Bort gets a early Triforce in level 1. We may... Well, we still got plenty more to search in this one, but... Okay, we do find a key. That's good. We can... Oh. Zol's going down in 1 hit. That's always nice.
That is. They tend to drop a lot of money. A lot of hearts.
Whenever have you had a seed that has been filled with financial ruin?
Pretty much in any key starve seed.
Yep.
Seems like when you need to buy keys, the money's not there.
I think Bort might be coming to the very end of what he can do in this level 1. As the key door to the north really didn't do much, but we can set up a Kanana key if we would like.
Yeah.
But I don't think Bort's confident in that ability. Although, yeah, we're locked out that way. Yeah, Bort's not confident in the Kanana key abilities, which is understandable. Especially since Bort is one of our newer runners, one of our first-time tournament players.
Yeah, totally understandable. But I mean, to be perfectly honest, he's doing a fantastic job. 2 and 2 in your first ever tournament. It's better than I could say for my first tournament.
Yeah, we were talking about that before we got on the air. You were doing a particular tournament. Or your first sense of this community was a flags that we had as the weekly race last night.
That's right. It was the 2020 tournament, but we didn't do Swiss like this. I think I was
double
2 races and out. Yeah.
4 races and out. It was a double elimination, best of 3.
Okay, that's right. I remember getting beat by Cantaloupe. I don't remember who I lost to before that. I'm sure the archives could tell me if I really wanted to.
I could look that up right now. Challenge.com. I'll be back in just a few moments. Okay, I'll be back in 8 hours. There's a way this thing's loading.
Well, the general point is we don't need to revel in my losses. The general point was Bort is doing very well for their first tournament.
There's the other secret.
It's the
We
other
found all
large.
3.
We've had be interesting to see if he decides on a blue ring. CD find another heart. She's guaranteed the white sword item when she gets there.
Actually, you're lucky. I can't answer that question.
Did you say you cannot answer the question?
I cannot answer that question. Level 8 found over here on the coast.
Pirouette a door.
I just know I owe forward in that tournament.
It was a rough. It was a rough flag set to be my first tournament in, certainly. Yeah, the reason that came up before this race started was I had not played enough to know that that you could bomb that in certain flag sets you could bomb into Zelda's room, and so.
Oh, I just found out who you lost to.
Who's that?
I'll let you finish the comment.
Oh, just I was basically at the end. I was unaware that you could bomb into Zelda's room and spent I don't know how long, 30 minutes in mine.
Yeah, because of the fact that the force cannon was not necessarily checked off. It was one of those random ones, so you could just easily walk into Zelda's room. Oh, we're done. Thank you. Have a nice day. So one thing I did look at here, and I went to back when we had speedruns live, and because we haven't used that platform in a while, it's one of your last races that popped up there. Your second opponent there was Dr. J, PhD.
Oh, okay. Well, both. Well, Dr. J is still.
It's a plenty.
Very active.
Yeah, both of those opponents are. What we're saying is that if you have a rough go in a tournament, it's happened to the rest of us. Don't be discouraged, kids. CD's going to want to clear this room because this room doesn't have a drop. It's supposed to have a drop, so you know it's going to be in this room.
He's about to find her map, which in a level 8 will be very, very helpful.
Very interesting because of all those rooms in the bottom right corner that are not here. I don't even know where to go with that ink blot. I do have concern. Oh no, we already saw the heart container in the stairs, so I'm not concerned about that, Patra.
Looks like a palm tree that's falling over.
Yeah, that's the first thing I was thinking. Oh, it's a segmented one. So that might be a staircase, but I'm not clearing that out to check one room. I'm finding the 2 floor items in these other rooms. Thank you very much, game. I like both of these runners' use of the magic boomerang.
Yeah, absolutely. They're early in a seed like this. It is helpful. You're low on defense. You're low on offense.
What's not helpful is a leave your money or life mugger in a heart of level 8. And I think CD's making the right decision here. Let's Oh, is Bort gonna actually try the Canada key here? Bort's in position. Bort's. Oh. When Bort moved up just slightly, it put him off the ledge or put him off the line to make the Canada key.
And that's just that's an experience thing. I mean, you know, probably what most experienced runners would have done there is used a bomb. You know, that way you get range on that kill without having to move off of your tile.
Yeah, I agree. Trying carefully not to kill that last one. Just be patient here.
Oh,
Got it. Nicely
nice
done.
His reward is another key door.
We've already been in that room. There's the old man is in the room just to the north because he went through in the room above it.
Oh, okay. So we're just checking for the item.
Yeah, this is for the floor item because we've seen the staircase item. We need the floor item. 5 found. Flute in 1.
The Canana key pays off. Good job.
Five located at the desert shop. And 5's got dark nuts because why not? Oh, 2 HP red dark nuts. Always wonderful.
I was just about to comment about what a gross room dark nuts and shooters are, but not as bad when they roll down to 2.
At least it was only 3 of them. Finding out that they go down to 2 hits is nice, but at least it was only 2 of them. I didn't even realize we had found level 2 earlier.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know why.
Maybe the lack of ability to go anywhere because of key doors. But maybe we are starting to settle in here. Maybe we'll go in Kananaki. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. Because, I mean, given its location, Bort could have popped any locked doors open, but... Of any room that you have to fight dark nuts in, this is one of the best. Use the moats to your advantage.
Unfortunately, CD trying to swing down to get the invincibility frames when they got her cornered. Wound up catching her. She takes a return back to start. Bort takes the death in 2 to the Pole's voice. And I think CD's making the right decision here.
I think both of these runners will stay in both of these dungeons until they are blocked or clear them out.
Oh, it's not just that. It's the leave that room and make it force you to do that room. Booking 2.
Also super helpful 20 minutes into a seed.
This room not as helpful. This is hope that the enemy that is the master enemy or the primary enemy is the Tektite or the red dark nut. Oh, okay. Our tracker Neo No Name was mentioning that Bort died on that screen where level 2 exists after opening up the tree.
That makes a lot more sense. CD's doing a good job being slow and deliberate, but taking care of this room nicely.
Thankfully, she got that heart off the wall master. Down to 2 hearts is never a good place to be when you have blue dark nuts. I don't know about you, but my movement can get rather jerky when you're down to almost dead strats.
Yeah, you know, you try to be extra careful, certainly, and sometimes that causes you to actually make more mistakes than you otherwise would make.
Well, that also you could panic and make a bigger mistake and die.
Yeah.
All right, so level 5's item, unless this is the double-hearted 5, is going to be on the floor. Did we ever see the second or the third item in level 1?
I don't believe so.
Because there's a heart container in the staircase, and there's the recorder on the floor.
There were 2 or 3 rooms at the furthest northwest portion of the map. I believe he was key locked out of.
Yeah.
Looks like CD is going to be ladder blocked out of these last couple of northernmost rooms in 5. Unless she can take a transport. I don't know if she's taking the transport or not.
Trying to get this Zal bumped off, but right now game is not playing nice. And I do agree with you, by the way, about the wooden boomerang versus the magical boomerang. I like how the wooden boomerang doesn't go all the way across the screen. So therefore, it returns to you sooner, so therefore, if you misfire on it, it doesn't cost you as long.
That's right, and I don't know. It being on the screen for that long, I tend to make mistakes, running into things, well, I don't know, maybe looking at it or something. I'm not sure.
Waiting for it to come back.
CD's going to take another crack at this dark nut room. Much more health than she had the last time in here, though.
What I would do myself in this room, in this situation, is consider clipping into the water and just let them come to you.
Yeah, as long as they're north of you, you can your sword frames will go far enough that you can stab across, like you saw her doing there.
There we go. The one room on the bottom that she has not been to.
And there are a couple more rooms here.
Yeah, of course, we get the shoot room.
Bort's out of 2 without the Triforce. I've been paying attention to CD. I don't know what drove him out of there.
Yeah, I kind of missed it myself, but I'm going to make the guess that the 0 next to the key count rolls again, but nope, no name says due to combat.
It's like CD thinking that she is ladder block from the item. Looks like she's going to head just towards her Triforce.
And Bort's going to join her briefly in level 5. Honestly, at this stage, we're reaching 30 minutes into this run. I would still search out level 3.
I think so. And we don't know where 9 is. There's lots of reasons. 30 minutes in, we don't have a significant amount of the overworld cleared. I think it makes sense to search some things, get some more overworld information.
So the dungeons that we're missing are all factors of 3, 6, and 9.
That's true. I'm not your math guy.
I do know that there are people that would be screaming at me about doing math live on the air. But then again, I'm the person who would buy a blue potion at 52 rupees when the red one's for sale for 50. So we've already that boat's already sailed.
CD, if she stays in 2, looks like she'll find her book. That's the other thing about exploring the overworld. If you have book in hand, you could also find some hints. There's lots of different valuable information you could gain by doing more exploration.
So Bort sees the Triforce. And this right here, I believe, was the room that the book was in.
You're right. Let's see if Bort's going to go back into 5. He's not.
You got the recorder go back when the game forces you to.
Yep. And I don't believe he cleared enough of 5 to know this, but it looks as if that item is probably ladder blocked. Unless there was a room that he didn't fully clear or something. But
yeah.
So that's going to be the right play.
Either in that Chevy or the room that's above it.
Answer a question in chat. We believe that the second item in 1 was key blocked at the time that Bort was in there.
Yeah,
Possibly missed bomb wall, but we think it was key blocked.
Yeah, this seed has been horrifically key starved. It's been giving us keys, but we've had to spend them immediately. And I can see what has been said about the combat here. These bulls' voice are no joke.
Yeah, that's a gross room on wood sword and green tunic, for sure.
Especially when they do 2 hearts damage. CD's handling it well, although I'm worried about her being up on the upper part of the room because of the way that they bounce.
Doing a good job staying off to the side, though, but yes.
Yeah. I was just more concerned about one bouncing into her, but she's done a good job with this room. There we go.
You know, they're not, I mean...
that's a beautiful looking too.
They can definitely cause a bunch of damage. The bigger issue with Pole's voice typically is that it just takes so long to clear them on a wood sword. You just spend so much time.
That's why it's one of those kind of rooms where you have to pick your battles and maybe wait until later, until the game forces you to. Oh boy. Alright, so that's gonna block one room. You get the hint about 5, which we already knew. Alright, so either that Pole's voice room or the room next to it probably where our Triforce is going to be.
Yep. Well, either way, she's gonna have to clear some Pole's voice to get to it. You know, if I already had silvers or something and was just looking for a bow, I might decide to come back. But not having either, I understand the desire to not have to be back here again, try to get the Triforce.
Yeah. Oh, that was close to her getting bumped off by that Pole's voice. It's dangerous the way that they hop, and of course it's not going to be anything, unfortunately. You clear out a room, you spend that much of time to have it be nothing, you just feel about it.
Yeah. Especially since, well, I guess she hasn't been in this room, but otherwise it's going to be, she'll have to get through the, she's going to have to get through that Pole's voice room.
Mm-hmm. There's the stair heart for Bort.
Got a question in chat about who's ahead. I mean, Bort's got the Triforce lead, but I mean, in terms of overall coverage and knowledge, and I mean, it's too early to call someone massively in the lead.
Yeah, I don't know if I can really say somebody's in the lead at this point in time, because we're still missing too many critical items.
Well, and CD's about to find one, so she'll even up the Triforce and the recorder count here pretty quick. And she's got, I don't remember how many keys Bort had when they came into level 1, but CD's got 1. She might be able to get further.
Good old Y-Force.
Oof, this is a tough room Bort's in.
I would use bombs. You've got 12 of them. I know you'd like to save the bombs for exploration of a dungeon, but a room like that, locked in with things like that, you've got to use those bombs.
The less time you're in there, the less likely it is you're going to get, you're going to get shot to death. We've not seen mags. We've not seen level 9.
Neither have we seen the white sword item either. It's a full arsenal of things we haven't seen. We do find a hint shop.
Not enough money for any of them, but that's fairly close to start. Bort will make a note and maybe come back. Although, the problem for Bort is he's already found all 3 of his large secrets. We think that this Patra room is going to take CD to a one-off segmented room.
Yeah. And she doesn't have the map. Oh, it doesn't even do that.
Interesting. So the stair room must be in those little last couple of rooms that Bort didn't see.
Well, CD now knows that she's wanting that before she leaves this dungeon.
I can't believe she found that before she found the recorder. Normally it works in the reverse.
Well, considering her key count and the fact that you need to spend a key to get it, doesn't really surprise me all that much.
CD's going to reset this room. Yeah, she's going to set up a Canada key here. Same Canada key that Bort did.
Well, she's first going to try to set up a Canada key here.
Right. Yeah, she had clocked these Tektites, so she had to leave the room to reset it.
Oh, too far away. Now, the good thing is, because she didn't leave the room, there'll still only be the one.
Yeah, that is nice. But again, she had 6 bombs. You can lay the bomb down get in your position and then lay the bomb down.
And again, I know they want to hold on to those bombs for exploration, but that is a tool to definitely keep an hold on into your pocket, is how to spend your bombs in situations like this. Because she could just run up for that Tektite, lay down the bomb, and get back to the door in time.
That's right. You've got the built-in time before it explodes. And I guess it's because.
And now I think no, she got it this time. Good job.
Good job.
Okay, this should be the transport.
I guess obviously it was because the bomb purchase. Well, Bort just found some money. Bort was sitting on 1 rupee.
Nope, this was okay. No, this was the stair hard. Never mind.
You know, we're at 40 minutes. Both runners have spent a lot of time in dungeons. I mean, I don't think we haven't seen any of Death Mountain. I don't think we've seen any of the Grave.
Nope.
We've got quite a bit of the map still to uncover.
Yeah, I think the biggest problem here is you hope level 1 would give you something to at least move this seed along. And the same for level 2. And the book is nice, but it didn't do exactly what we would like for it to do here. This is the recorder room for cdinprov. So she'll get that. The problem is, I don't think she can do anything else in this dungeon, because everything else is key blocked.
Yeah, she's basically doing this one the exact same way Bort did. Can add a key, get the recorder, don't have keys to get up into those final couple rooms.
Yeah, and it's 3 rooms that were being blocked off here, plus the one-off room. All right, Bort looking for some secrets. We get the any key inside of level 4, so that's the item we left behind.
That's good information, and luckily he did save, so maybe we'll get to see the other ones as well.
So, if we had dug 4 further, which based on the first 2 rooms that we saw of combat, we weren't going to, we would have gotten the any key. But when you go into a dungeon, you see Pole's voice in your first room, and then you see, hey, here's a blue Lamola charging after you. You're like, nope, I'm done. Get out.
With a key block and a shutter, right? I mean, you unless you get a key, you have to clear that landmola room to progress. Yeah, I don't blame them at all, but the seed could have gone a lot differently depending on them.
Silver's in 3.
Ooh, that's a good hint.
Got a question in chat in regards to CD's strategy. Nice book block tint. Question in regards to cdinprov's strategy. cdinprov loves to do this strategy where she doesn't get the money from the secrets until later because she doesn't want to lose that money to door repair charges. So leave them be, mark them on your tracker, come back later after you've exhausted several of your secret or your muggers. And that way, your door repair charges, and that way, you don't lose as much money throughout the seed. And it helps you so that you can purchase things like blue rings and also keys, because keys have been a big premium this seed. case in point, here's the key purchase, which is the reason also you just saw CD Improv walk past that recorder block spot here in the Deadwoods. Although I don't know if she's gonna check that spot.
A situation where you forget that you have it. You're 45 minutes in, you haven't found near as many items as you'd want. But I also think, well, I thought she was gonna book it back to 1 with those 2 keys in hand.
But she remembers she has it as she checks the level 7 lake. So let's hope at this stage, unless she goes back there in a moment, that she does remember to check that square. Because you know how this game operates. When you forget a square, it's guaranteed to have something you need.
Yeah, I don't know how coding works, but yeah, it seems like it's built into the code.
Is Bort making a play for the any key?
It's sure what it looked like.
Looks like that answer's no. I think Bort was thinking about it for a moment.
Probably remembering what was in the room.
Yeah.
Just to the north.
Just as soon as you walked in and you saw that color scheme. Oh, wooden boomerangs are wood sword item. Or white sword item.
Well, that's good to know, at least. There's nothing I hate more than being the majority of the way through the seed and not having found the white sword item, because then it's usually bow or silver, speaking of things being built into the code.
Speaking of things that are built into the code, that magical sword's going to be 11 now. And I don't fault CD for taking that potion over the heart container, but because of that, now the magical sword's going to be 11.
Yeah, that play really depends on the player and how comfortable they are with combat and all that sort of stuff. But mags is never something I'm thinking about unless it just is in my path.
Is that your way of saying you're not chest jerk? Yeah,
I am.
There it is.
Oh, you're right. Let's see if it is 11. Yes, I am more side town than chest jerk when it comes to that. As soon as I know that I can get the white sword item, I prefer to make sure that I have a potion that'll get me through a tough dungeon.
Yeah, and we've seen several tough dungeons. So again, I don't fault CD Improv for the move, and I probably would make that move more often than not. I'm just saying the way that luck works.
Totally. The other thing, though, is that Mag's location is pretty out of the way. There's no.
To be fair, there's the Any Roads Warp, and also level 4 is just around the corner from it too.
I did not have the Any Roads marked, so yeah. Then we probably will see another Mags play at some point then. Bort out of bombs. And CD is low on bombs, so we may have to purchase some bombs before we can finish seeing what all's up and down the mountain. CD skipping the bomb hole that may not open. Let's see if she, unless she finds bombs, let's see if she bombs the one that's guaranteed to open.
And we still don't know if we need all the Triforces or not.
Yep, that's right. We have not found level 9. And are we also still missing 3 and 6?
Yep, 3, 6, and 9 still are our to-do list. Alright, question mark here. Did CD get the Triforce in 2?
No, I don't think either one of them did. I think they both decided to come back with these Poles voices.
Just wanted to make sure I wasn't missing anything here. After a while, you get tired of bunnies hopping on top of you. Our tracker noting there are 7 currently accessible overworld spots left for those 2 levels.
Yeah, I mean, it's the odds are increasing, at least, that we're going to have to go back into 1 or go back into 7. Or we think the item was ladder blocked in 5, right? I think so.
Yep. Because I don't know, and NeoNoNane can confirm to me either way. We have not checked the forest yet. Have we burned the forest?
We burned at least some of it. I remember that second quest level, what is that, level 7, did not open. So I would expect we hit most of it.
Okay. 2Q7. That's such a fun spot. Bort supporting the Hylian economy, going into purchasing some bombs.
The economy's in a little bit of a depression if we're selling 3 rupee bombs, but CD's doing the same thing, actually.
It'll be fine. It'll be fine. This is fine.
Yeah, these are such frustrating seeds. You just can't feel. You just feel like you can't get any traction in any levels.
Yeah, I know. So, what do you do in situations like this?
I think, especially with CD's key count, I probably you only had, if it was a key block in 1, I would have probably headed straight back to 1.
So you would save, go to 1, and try the keys there. If you get something good, you obviously save the result. But if you get something that you don't necessarily need, you would reset.
Yes, I mean, yeah. I think at this point the odds are pretty high that there is some sort of an overworld block, or maybe Bo. I mean, we know CD doesn't, but we know where silvers are. But I mean, there's so many items you still need, and you only have 1 or 2 rooms left. So yeah, that would be my play.
And that play definitely does make sense. There obviously still we have a few other levels to seek out. Like, for instance, we haven't seen either item in level 7 or level 8, that is. We know the heart container was in the staircase, or one of the 2 staircases. The item in 7 is still outstanding.
Yeah. See, if I'm bored, I don't know that. I mean, we know that the Triforce is in this room or the room to the left. But it's. I mean, this is such a tough room on Wood Sword and and Green Tunic. You know, I'd probably wait because you have the item. I would probably wait until you had bow and then come back. And
Or
it's super easy.
yes, or once you find out whether or not you need all the Triforces.
That's right.
Because that's part of the strategy that has to come into play when you find out where level 9 is hey, I need only 6 Triforces. Which ones are going to be a challenge for me to get?
Yep. Or even coming back, you know, after you get, you know, even if one has a white sword, it makes that Pole's Voice room a lot easier.
Yeah. But when you're getting frustrated when a seed's not giving you anything, how do you get focus back to try to not lose control of the run? Because when you get frustrated, you're going to start maybe taking some bad damage to enemies. You're going to maybe over search locations. Your game plan is going to fall apart. How do you get back on that?
Ooh. Oh, is that a level? Nope, it's not.
No, not.
I don't know that I'm the right person to answer that question, Rick. But I
Yeah.
mean,
Yeah, I mean, I mean, you're a runner, and we are, both of us are runners. Our tracker's a runner as well. So that's the reason why I'm asking, is because everyone has different kind of play styles, and some people are better at overcoming those kind of seeds. I know I'm not.
yeah, I think the key thing really is, especially if you start noticing that you're kind of on tilt, right? You're taking bad deaths. I mean, specifically in this seed, like what Bort did, right? He took a death in 2. In my opinion, the wrong play would just be to keep tanking that room, you know. And I don't know what conversations Bort's having with himself, but telling myself, look, that's not the right room, you know.
They're probably
may not even need this Triforce, right? Let's come back if we have to.
They're probably conversations that are not family friendly on SpeedGaming.
That's right. That's why we ask. It's why we confirm this clean audio.
Yeah, the last thing we want to do is switch over to somebody's audio, and all of a sudden it's a bleep, bleep, bleep. Person's cussing more than people that used to be on Jerry Springer. I can't believe I brought that up.
Yeah, I think you're at a. I don't know. I don't know why neither one of them has made their way back to 1. To be honest, it wasn't a ladder block. I don't believe. Yonone is confirmed. I think that it was a key.
Yeah, it's key blocks, because we had 3 rooms that weren't resolved, but there's 2 key doors in that level 1. Right, CD's getting close to that blue ring money. We need 235.
And she knows it and is saving those 218 rupees.
And also, I think we're going to first purchase those hints. That's what the save is for. This is the hint portion of this program, where she's going to get the same information that we got from Bort. There's one of our levels. 6 of the transition square.
Which is a common square, or a common overworld spot that gets overlooked. So
She now finds out that the silver arrows are in the 3 that she has no access to at this stage that she knows of. And then she'll get the you need the book to get the book hint. Have you ever wanted to retry and accidentally saved?
Yes. And what's worse is I've tried to save and accidentally retried, and
those are the sad ones.
Yeah, those, especially when you're 15 minutes in and have not saved yet, and you go back to
Stun.
Yes.
Try being like 45 minutes and you haven't saved yet.
Well,
Believe me, don't ask me how I know.
All right, CD's making the one play, so hopefully, me talking about strategy, this will pay off and make me look real smart.
Or the answer's in level 6, and we're both just throwing straws. I don't know why we're throwing straws instead of gasping at them, but we do. Alright. Of all the enemies to find, this is one of them that you want to see. 2 HP, Red Darknuts.
Absolutely. Good shot at, usually a good shot at bombs in addition to everything else.
That's not even our staircase. Oh, and we need another key to get to that one room on the bottom below that room.
Yeah.
No matter which way you go in, you need a key.
Which is why I've been saying it to CD. CD's had 2 keys for 15 or 20 minutes at this point.
And so we know this is going to be the transport staircase to that one off room. And this could be a drop room. It's a double-hearted one.
Well, so 6 or 7 then is looking like our answer at this point.
Congratulations, Stun. You would be a heart healthier.
Well, if your prediction holds true, she now has enough hearts for Max.
You're right. Oh, did she remember about this square down here? No, she's not going that one. Oh, this is to collect the next secret so she can get up to the blue ring money.
And with the combat, knowing you need to tank your way through that land molar room in 4, well, I guess you don't necessarily have to unless you're wanting the any key, but with the Pole's voice and everything else, this is...
Okay, there we go. I mean, we can make both purchases here. It's not that big of a deal. But here comes the blue ring.
Yeah, and a seed like this, that could really, that could make all the difference.
I just hope that that square in the dead woods isn't anything at this point.
We've seen somebody go into it now, and I know it's not a level.
Okay, so Bort went there, okay. That's good news for cdinprov. Because, gee, missing due to missing a game or losing a game due to a mistrack. I have never experienced that in my life.
I've had it happen in the last 24 hours.
I had it happen in week 1. That's how I know. All right, was my prognosis earlier correct? It is attainable at 11. Oh gosh.
Well, CD going from doubling her defense and quadrupling her offense is
Yeah.
if we're talking about advantages, that both of those are big advantages. And she's about to find level 6.
Yep.
I don't remember why Bort left 6, but I'm assuming. I mean, the answer to that has been combat almost every other level, so why not?
Or keys. Or both. It's been the recipe for all things wrong with this seed.
CD also electing not to go into that 6. I guess they're both wanting to confirm that 3 is not available to them before
Yeah, I think
having
CD
going
wants to
anywhere else.
find 3, especially given the size of 3 compared to 6.
Yeah, CD has the hints. They are both equal on knowledge. Have we only found one hint shop? They've definitely only purchased those ones.
That is correct. We've only seen the one hint shop. Also, we need a transport staircase to get to the upper section of this level 8. Because we are blocked off by Zelda's room. So, you know what room is going to be our transport staircase? I think this room with the Pole's voice. Those 3 Pole's voice.
Sure
Unless
looks
I'm
like a
missing something.
possibility. Yeah. Which again, when CD gets in there with mags, it's just, I mean, those are the kinds of things that really start racking up time saves.
Yep. Bort really needs to get the use of those bombs against those, but just get through. Okay, good. Although this room still is a possibility. The room that's just above, or just to the right of that. I don't know.
Man, all these key blocks.
Oh,
I'd be tempted to go back to 4 with your blue ring and your mags. The problem is, I mean, they only saw what, 3 or 4 rooms of that 4, maybe only 2 or 3 rooms.
4 rooms altogether on both ends. 5 rooms. That's it. 5 rooms to get to where the Triforce was.
So, I mean, having the any key would be nice, but you don't know how long you'll have to spend in 4 to find it, and you know it's not going to help you find other levels. So, I don't know.
Okay, never mind. There's our transport in 8. It's not the Pole's voice room. Also, blue dark nuts did roll up. They are also, in theory, in the health drop group. I said, in theory, they are normally in the health drop group.
That's only when you have full health.
Oh, hi, Wizrobes. As if 8 can't get any more special.
And you know this, I do not subscribe to this strategy, but like you brought up earlier, I mean, a big difference now is going to be the fact that CD did not pick up all that money early. I mean, Bort has decent money, but is still, what, 70, 80 rupees away from being able to get Blue Ring?
This is where I'd like to remember where a gamble cave is. Your chance to maybe save and gamble your seed away.
Yeah, that's a strat that I don't make enough use of, but especially if you've got one within a screen or 2 of your starting location, it's definitely something to keep in mind in a seed like this.
The only question is how lucky are you? How many consecutive negatives can you pull out of a rabbit's hat?
I don't want to find out. Which is again why I would only employ that strategy if you got one close to start. Otherwise you are likely to waste a lot of time. Yeah, these blue dart nuts are gross. I can totally understand why Bort left 6 if he saw these, because it's taking 3 hits with a magical sword.
Yep, they either rolled a +1 or +2. Hooray! There's your heart on the floor, so we're now looking for a staircase. Because CD does have the knowledge with the answer of that heart, the coast heart being in level 1.
Yep. And she now knows where the Triforce is. She's got the compass, and she knows she's only looking for a push block. So she'll should be able to start skipping some rooms now.
Why couldn't you have told us where level 3 was?
We've got a good point in chat. We part of the issue is that Bort decided to prioritize a bomb grade over.
Oh, this is not a good spot for Bort. Yeah, we're dead. That is a nasty room because you can get trapped easily. But yeah, you're right. The bomb upgrade definitely took some money away. So what do you think guards the Triforce in this level 6?
Oh, I was trying to think if there was some. Well, I guess it could be Goma. I was trying to think if there was something that we would not be able to kill, or a ladder block. Are we going to be in some sort of emote room?
If it's Goma blocking the Triforce, done. I'm leaving this room and ordering a pizza. At that point, you know what you hope the old man says? Ones who do not have 6 units may not enter. Oh, it's a free Triforce. Wow. You know, Nane's wishes came true.
Alright, I had to step away for a second. Sorry, what'd I miss?
Gel's blocked the Triforce. And it's visible on the floor in a Triforce room. It is the best case scenario for these runners.
CD is committed to digging out this item, and as she should be.
Yeah, at this point in time, when you are blocked by, you know at this point that something is blocking a level or 2. You've got to clear this room out, or you've got to get this item out of here.
Possible room here.
Are the Joes blocking the item staircase? Is this it? It is. Oh, you do not complain about that after all we've been through this seed.
No, you don't complain, but you let out a sigh of disgust also because you're still no closer to unlocking the seed.
No, cdinprov is not putting out a sigh of disgust. She's putting out a relief sigh. Because you know cdinprov loves that red ring.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, no, I mean, it's...
She wishes she had the 235 rupees back, but she's not complaining whatsoever.
No, yeah, the only reason she'd be complaining is because that 235 rupees could have bought 2 or 3 keys.
All right, we're going to leave 6, come back in. Leave 6. Try again for the bombs. We're at 3 on the global counter.
Yeah, it's looking like we're gonna need to go back into 7.
So we have level 7. We have level 8.
Oh, it could be 8 as well. I forgot we'd found 8. CD hasn't spent much time in 8, I don't think.
Yeah, Bort just came up empty in 8, but 8 was filled with whiz robes. And that's where CD's going, level 8.
Yeah, I think that's the right play. 2 items there.
Answering chat, K-Tap, no items out of 6. We are presuming it is ladder blocked, so we cannot access the item in level 5. The trick asking, does CD know that the A key is in 4? Both runners do. Oh yeah, 4 HP blue Lionels. That's great. And that's part of the reason why I was clamoring earlier to use those bombs.
Yeah, absolutely.
And CD now with Red Ring, she does not need to have that heart container. She's perfectly fine using it up.
Red Ring and Mag's health is not going to be too much of a concern. Yeah, hopefully Bort is able to stick it out in this 6 long enough to get to the Red Ring.
I really hope so too. Considering the fact that once you get through all those Darknet rooms and you start heading towards where the Triforce is, it's not as difficult to get through here. Now, the one main thing here is that the map to this level 6 is buried underneath that, what was it, the 6th blue Darknet room?
Yeah, you're correct. It does get it seems like it gets a little better. The problem is if you take a bad death deep in it, then you gotta get through all these rooms a second time.
Yep. And I think that room that Bort was just in was your map room. Oh gosh, all of these dig doggers. Nice boomerang strats there for Bort against the dig dogger.
Yeah, CD's just slicing through everything.
Here's an item. There's our bow.
So 8 could end up being huge if there's a power bracelet or a raft as your other item.
So now we are looking for the floor drop in this inside this level 8. Manhandla threatens by a lake. You know what I'm thinking?
Hit me with it.
Logs.
It would, it seems like you are correct.
So I am going to mark 3 on my tracker at 1Q4. Oh, this room. Thankfully, we have Red Ring and Magical Sword, because this would be a fresh layer of hell otherwise.
It would just be death otherwise. I don't know what else.
Letter 8, there we go! Wrapped in 5? Let's go! And the worst, most menacing enemy guarding the Triforce. Stun. We have gels.
Wow. Well, that is, I mean, that's huge for CD. I mean, you know,
Yeah, really
you got
huge.
big defense, big offense. I mean, it's she's just going to be able to keep stretching things out at this point, I think.
Yeah, Ori Chan asking, Neo No Name answered that. It is on the river, is what those 2 squares are listed as.
And CD's making a beeline straight for 5. So
Yep.
I think she agrees with your assessment.
There's one room on the very bottom right that she hasn't been to, but I think we are definitely looking at a potential of a raft. Bort gets the red ring. That's huge also. Now Bort's going to start being able to move around. Doesn't have the magical sword, but really getting that is good to see in regards to Bort.
That is, yeah, that is super, super helpful. If you were rooting for Bort in this race, he needed to find that to keep this close.
And Bort is now going to be able to get this Triforce out of the 6. We still don't know where 9 is. We know by hint where 3 is. And I just realized something here. Our 2 remaining items inside of this level 5 and 7. Power Bracelet and Raft.
Yep, that's right. We've got a white sword and a red candle in 9.
Guaranteed.
Yeah, we've got a comment in chat about both runners, you know, probably starting to panic a little bit that the other is almost done. You are definitely, or at least I am. I am definitely checking. I'm definitely checking the race room about every 10 seconds at this point in the race.
So that one room in that bottom corner is the room we need. Bort into 7. Thank you.
Yeah,
oh, yeah, this was letter blocked.
The question is, do we need both the raft and the power bracelet?
There's the power bracelet. So Raft is in 7. We need the item in 7. To get to level 3. But there's still that matter of where is level 9? Bort gets his second bomb upgrade, and we're now at 16.
The other thing that could help Bort in this situation is if 3 and 9 both happen to be raft blocked. CD's about to spend a pretty substantial amount of time checking the PB spots.
Yeah. Question in chat, was the item in 4 early in the dungeon or deep? We all just saw 5 total rooms of that level. So we do not know anything about level 4 outside of those first 5 rooms. Just that there was a blue Lamola guarding that Triforce, saying there was a shutter door to the north, was it?
There was a key door to the north and a shutter door to the right, I think. But it was one of the first levels they found, so they had no keys. Neither of them had keys when they were in there. Yeah, I think you up A if you're Bort. There's no, not gonna be any drop, not a stair.
Chad asking, where's 9? Well, your guess is as good as ours. It is either raft or power bracelet blocked. And by the way, Bort has not been back to level 1 to find out that that is a second heart container. So Bort doesn't know that this level has the raft or power bracelet in it. Then again, Bort also doesn't know about level 8's goodies.
Yeah, that's true. It'll be interesting to see where he goes after he finishes 7 here.
CD, I think, just remembered about this square. Yep.
Well, that's good. It's good it wasn't a mismark.
Alright, CD's inside of this level 7. At this point in time, you know that 3 is on a lake. Or by a lake is what the hint is. What do you think this level 7 ink blood is?
Looks like some kind of like machine gun turret or something sitting up on top.
Interesting theory. Which, I guess some other people are saying the same thing. My first thought...
Oh, raft on the floor somewhere.
Yep. My first thought when I saw that was a cat standing up. Well, not standing up, but sitting like facing up, you know?
Oh, right. With the tail at the bottom left. I see it.
Yeah.
Bort's been in this 7 a long time.
One person in chat saying 7 is Zorak from Space Ghost. Rest in peace, George Lowe.
CD deciding that her mags was not enough. She is now using the combo mags wand double hit.
Yeah, when you get to do a potential of 6 HP damage.
It puts bombs back in play for the virus, if nothing else.
Seems like this seed started taking off a little bit. There's the Triforce in 7 for Bort. Seemed like the seed started taking off once CD invested in the blue ring jewelry.
Yep, she went from blue ring to mags to red ring, all within seems like 5 minutes of each other. Fortunately, Bort deciding to leave 7 after picking up the Triforce. As we discussed, Bort does not have all the information CD does.
Yep. And this will be the heart container for CD. No, this is the transport. Never mind. This will be the heart container. There's the magical sword for Bort.
That was a great call. After picking up that heart, go check that out.
Yeah, you've been struggling. The combat's rough. And you potentially have to go back to level 8, which I think Bort now is under the realization that he needs to do. So, might as well check it before you have to go into that cesspool of hell.
Yeah, because for all we know, the raft could be ladder blocked in here. You know the way this seed has gone.
Or worse yet, key block, which has been the other problem this seed, but I know there's been some comments inquiring about why not consider heading over to level 4, pick up the any key.
Yeah, I don't think that's on my mind with 4 keys.
Yeah. So yeah, that's part of the big difference. CD knows that she has to be here.
Yeah, Bort needs to clear 8 out and go back to 1 before he'll be on equal knowledge in that regard. Well, actually, 5 also.
Oh dear. Are you thinking what I'm thinking?
I do know what you're thinking.
Yeah, please don't be that room. You have 7 more rooms. Please be anything but that room.
CD does have arrow money, at least. So, other than walk there and the walk back, at least we would not have to be going and playing the money-making game. We're getting the Triforce, but unfortunately not finding either item on his way to it.
There's the raft right there on the floor. All right. Good. It's not a Goma blocked Goma blocked raft. And CD knows where level 3 is at this point in time.
Starting straight there, yep.
And there's our level 3. While cdinprov dies this level 3, do want to remind you to give our runners a follow, since they are playing in this tournament and are providing some hours of entertainment for... There's the silvers right there on the floor. Some hours of entertainment for us all. And CD's going to leave this level 3 and be like, let me find 9 and see if I have access.
It's a smart play. You get 2 right next door. It's an easy whistle back.
Except she doesn't have the Triforce out of 2, but it's
Well,
right
that's
next to 7 also.
And right next to 1, or fairly close to 1. Yeah, a lot of levels.
It's now level 9. There's the bow for Bort.
Under our tracker, we're down to 3 overworld spots left.
Oh, here's another one.
Chat's calling 9 to be at the other ref spot.
Nope, it's here.
No, it's
Here
not.
we go. Can we get in? Well, CD's going to go to the health spot here and get a health refill first. Oh, Ganon's in the next room from start. Can we get in? Yes.
Maybe it'll be a 4-room 9.
Nope, because Ganon's on the other side. And it's a Wizrobe 9. So we know where Ganon is. We also don't know how many Triforces we need to get into level 9, but it is either 5 or 6.
Luckily, Bort getting the red ring and the mag sword before he gets into that Wizrobe room. I don't recall exactly. Yep, the ladder was. That room was required to get to the ladder.
You may find the path to the princess before you find the path to Ganon.
She knows the general area of both at this point, so...
This could be it here. Single shutter door. That's it.
There it is. Now just needs to make her way as far south as she can get.
Hey, there's our bait block. It's gonna go all the way straight down at this point. Can't go that way. Oh, we can't go that way. Oh, what is this map to 9? Well, we can go down here. That's good.
Yeah, where are all our staircases?
Hyrule. As if you didn't get the answer to where Zelda was earlier. There you go.
She's trying everything she can to get to the left side of this map. Not letting her. Here we go.
Are we gonna have enough keys to get to Ganon? And we bomb down. Game Y. Game Y.
Did she try bombing down in the room to the right here?
Oh no, she can't bomb.
Oh.
Yeah, that's old man.
Yeah,
she can bomb down.
She gets another key out of it at least. Alright, here we go. Yeah, I'd consider grabbing that key in the corner as well.
This game. Oh, you are such a game. Dix is just 2 rooms over.
Bort's about to find level 9, looks like.
Yep, Bort will be able to enter, but not kill Ganon. And we know Bort knows where the silvers are. Bort needs to go back to 7. Oh dear. I hope Bort didn't forget that hint. Oh no, Bort does. Okay. Just was looking to see what the requirement was.
Yep.
This room's going to connect with, not the side we want to be on.
Yeah, I think you're getting close to a point where you just start taking stairs and trying to get over into that corner as best or any way you can.
I am curious about a few things done.
All right, hit me with it.
Number 1. Where is the map?
Yeah, we haven't. I mean, she's cleared a bunch of rooms. I mean, she's not just leaving rooms, so.
There's that staircase we saw earlier, so those two connect. We have seen 4 pairs of staircases so far.
Alright, Bort is back in the right dungeon to get his raft.
Yep. And the thing with Bort is it's on the top of the dungeon.
Yeah. But the good news for Bort is that those silvers are only a few rooms into 3 if he goes the right way.
Yep. Yeah, entering chat, we saw where Ganon is, we heard the roar, but the old man let us only go in the right direction when we entered, and it turns out to be that Ganon is to the left, and we've found no way to the bottom left corner just yet. Here's staircase number 5. Is this the item? No, it's staircase pair 5 of 6. Oh, this is there it is. There it is.
Yep. Yeah, we don't know if it was a magic stair, but it certainly she certainly tried about every bomb wall she could.
99% certain it was a logical magical staircase. One more hit to get on Ganon here. And there it is. All right, she just got to go do an up and A, go back to 1 and staircase 1, which is right next to start. And she will have claimed victory, and cdinprov will clinch her spot in the upper bracket.
Yep, this was a tough seed, but you know it was some tough combat. But once, I mean, you said it. Essentially, when she bought the blue ring and was able to get to Mags and Red Ring,
the blue ring helped start
finally opening up.
Yeah, the blue ring helps speed up the seed for cdinprov. There it is. Get your GGs in chat.
GG, CD.
As we welcome in Cookies. Hi, CD.
Hi, I need a cookie after that one.
Yes, you do.
Did we need every item? I'm trying to figure out the recorder. I don't know if there were actually any Dig Dogger blocks. I know there weren't any, overworld recorder blocks, but, we needed every item.
There were a lot of Dig Doggers. If they weren't, I don't know if they were blocking anything, but you killed several.
Yeah, that recorder was definitely needed in a lot of rooms in level 8. Whether or not they blocked you from getting to the bow or the ladder, we weren't sure of. But GG's on the run. I'm sure the first half of the seed felt like it was moving like molasses to you.
Well, I'm going, all right, I haven't found anything. Haven't found anything. And I'm going, where are my whiz robes? Which is when I was like, all right, I've only got big dungeons left. I have to go find a raft and a bunch of other stuff. We're going to get some armor.
Yeah, you did. And that's what really started to move this seed along for you. In fact, I think that's what gave you the winning path because both you and Bort were struggling through this seed, not only because of the combat and not only because of the larger dungeons having the things, but also because the seed decided, hey, you know those doors that you need keys to open? I'm going to put a lot of them in these dungeons.
Yeah. I'm trying to figure out in my head, like, I think I found all 6 sets of staircases in 9.
You found 5.
Oh,
5 of 6.
Okay, I missed one then. Because I mismarked something, and then I was just like, well, I know where she is. I know where he is. If I pop out in the right area, there's the raft for Bort, by the way.
Yep.
Had he found 9 before he made it into...
He found 9 about 5 minutes or so ago.
Okay. Do we know how many Triforces it was? Or
No, it's either the 5 or 6, because you both entered with 6.
All right. Well, I mean, by that point, I was just like, if it makes me go back, at least it's only 2 dungeons. Like, all right. And then I was almost betting I was like, I wonder if we need both rafts, like both raft spots.
As Bort's about to get to level 3 right here. Yeah, I have 5 pairs of staircases. We didn't see either item in level 9. But nice mags at 11 hearts.
Yeah, that was beautiful. I was like, should I go check? Do I want to go check? I don't know. And then I was like, well, screw it. I'm over here. I'm going to go check. And then I was like, oh, thanks, game.
I do want to apologize for my commentary curse on the seed. When you got that potion, I was going to say, watch the magical sword be 11.
Be that many? Oh, it's okay. I figured with all the, I'm just going, all right, there's a bunch of chunky things and whiz robes waiting for me in these dungeons that I have to dig. I want the potion.
I definitely get it. It's just unfortunate luck that it turned out to be that. As Bort unfortunately takes the wrong turn in 3, whereas you went left at the start and found the silvers immediately on the floor. Bort has gone directly up.
Oh, poor Bort. So, yeah. Some of these levels, I don't know. And then I almost, at one point, I'm looking at my key count and I'm going, I could go into 4. I know it's there.
We had that discussion, and chat had the discussion several times. The problem is, y'all only saw, 2 rooms of level 4 or 3 rooms?
Yeah, we didn't have to, yes. Because it was like,
here,
have a Triforce, go away.
Yeah, with the enemies that were in 4 and the fact that you found the Triforce 5 rooms deep into that level, it's like, nope, get out, bye, thank you.
Mm-hmm. And then I kind of knew, I was like, all right, it's going to make me go back to 8. Like, no matter what, I'm going to have to go back to 8 at some point. And it's just going to be, gross. But did I think I was going to need a power bracelet and the raft? No.
The one thing we were getting concerned about was that square in the dead woods, because you walked by it on your first trip in after getting the recorder.
Yeah,
but
I kept looking at my tracker. So I have a hard time with second quest bomb walls, and then a couple of weeks ago I got hurt at work, so my right shoulder is a little ticked off that this race was almost 2 hours long.
I bet.
But it's just insane that so I'm really glad that wasn't 9. So that boomerang came in really, really handy in some of these levels early on.
Yeah.
Because the early levels weren't terrible. 1 wasn't bad, 2 wasn't bad, other than the fact that I was not getting anywhere close to that Triforce all the way up at the top.
Yeah, you and Bort had...
Here, go away.
Yeah, you and Bort ran into the same issue with that level 2.
I mean, I'd have cleared it, but it was a bunny quad shooter, and I'm just going, no, this will make me beat my head into the counter, and I really don't want to do that.
That's sometimes the battle is knowing when to get out of a dungeon, especially considering the wild card that is the number of Triforces needed to enter level 9.
Exactly, but at that point I was like, all right, well, I got half the overworld to go look at. If it makes me come back, I'll come back. It's just 1 room. I know exactly where the silly thing is. We're fine. Oh, Bort got the bomb upgrade! I almost went back into 5. I was planning on it, and then I was just like, no, I'm fine.
Bort got both of the bomb upgrades, both in 5 and 7. So they've got max 16.
Dude, I want all of their bombs. Give them up. I ran out of bombs in Death Mountain. I was just like, all right. And of course, the bomb store wasn't anywhere near there.
Yeah, but how about that price of the bombs?
Really beautiful. Really, really beautiful. That was like the only thing. So the funny part is I remember the very beginning of the seed, the last one that Stan had rolled, and not that I really play into any of this, as Bort gets his Triforce up to level 3. He's going to go back in for the silvers. The last time Stan rolled a seed for me, it was beautiful. It was like a nice little walk through the park, and then this time it was not.
Yeah, we even them out, you know.
Yeah. Hey, silvers for Bort.
Yeah, and
but
I
yeah,
think
this
at
is-
full health, Bort just wants to walk out of here.
Makes sense. I would have done the same thing, except for I was like, I got a potion, and I hadn't actually found 9 yet, I don't think.
Yeah, you had found 9 after you found 3.
Yeah, because I knew where 3 was going to be when I got the hint that 3 was near a lake, and then I put it in the tracker, and I highlighted it, and I went, oh, you're a jerk, game.
Yeah, we had the same thought process when we realized that the only spot we had that was by a lake was
Raft.
something that a particular person in our community doesn't like.
It's okay. There's another person in our community that actually really enjoys it. Thirsty, when we were doing, it was one of the SG lives.
Oh my gosh!
Oh, wow. Highway robbery. Yuck. That is a terrible potion price. What is it with you today, game?
Youch!
And then that 9, I walked in and I heard Ganon and I was like, oh, maybe this will be fast?
Game says, no. Think again. Haha. At least the first staircase put you right near where Zelda was.
Oh yeah, that part was really, really good. I was like, okay, this is great.
Bort probably doing what you did when you walked in and got excited, thinking, oh, Ganon's just right here.
Yeah. I'm like, oh, we're almost done. No. No, you're not done.
Yeah, maybe this will be maybe
Kinder
this will be a
path?
nice, decent level 9 for me. Maybe I'll get through this as fast as possible.
No. I would love to see the map of this.
Yeah. We were wondering about that when you're going through Staircase 4.
Oh yeah. Okay, so I've been trying to teach myself to ladder clip, and it's not going very well. Because I was trying to do world wraps, and it's one of those things. The only time I have ever been able to do it, I was so ticked off at the game, I was ready to rage quit. So I saw the T moat room, and I was like, well, we'll give it a quick try, and then maybe the staircase I need is going to be above it. No, it's the one I walked past at the very beginning of the game.
Mm-hmm.
Because at that point I'm going, all right, well, let's go try all these doors and make sure where I'm supposed to be going.
But meat is a good snack for dungeon travels.
Okay, well, I guess that depends on what kind of meat. And I was a little miffed when we got all the way up here and none of those walls to the south bomb.
I know.
Not a single one. Then you can go the entire way down this column. I love this one. Oh, I love this. I didn't get to push the block.
The double
Fred will be saying
staircase.
monkeys. Yeah, Fred's going to be saying monkeys. Lots of things about monkeys. But I happen to love it when that room does that. Because it's just funny. It's really, really funny.
With the win, you now have 3. You've qualified for the upper bracket.
This is, yeah, okay, sure. Though I do find it ironic that it has taken 3 just overly silly seeds to do it. This is about the best I've ever done in a tournament, so, I guess that's great.
Well, congratulations, you've earned it.
Thank you. I mean, yeah, playing last week, not last week, that was yesterday. Playing 2 weeks ago, right after I got hurt, I, at one point, wanted to throw the controller across the room. Oh, this is good for Bort. I think. Is this the one we need?
No, he just came out of staircase 4, which was to the right of that first
Oh.
staircase.
Yeah.
So he's going to find this staircase. This is I have it marked as staircase 2. It's the one that takes you 2 rooms to the left.
Yeah, this is a jerk staircase. But hey, the bomb refills were in here were pretty nice, because by the time you get the magical sword, you're one-shotting the heck out of, everything. And then I went back through the shoot room, or I was in the shoot room, and I was like, right above it, I went back to what I have marked as 5 on my map. Because I forgot 2. That's why it's 5.
Oh,
So
this
4
connects.
for you.
Oh, go into this one. That's the one
Go
you
in
need.
there. Bort,
Oh.
he's gonna bomb. He's gonna bomb. Okay,
Yeah,
and he's gonna find the way into the shoot room, and that'll be good for him.
Right. But
I mean, it's gonna narrow it down a little bit.
Right, but what Bort needs is to go into that staircase he just saw.
Yeah, he just doesn't know it yet. But at this point, your brain's going, all right, well, this gets me over to the section of 9 that I need to be in. We know Ganon is over here, so, this is okay.
Go into this one. Okay, clear this room. Because I obviously, I think, there we go. Yeah, we're going to get it. There we go. Because your mindset at this point in time might not necessarily be set to, I need a magical staircase just yet.
Oh yeah, no, it's not. You're going, okay, there has to be a wall over here somewhere that bombs. And I was just really happy by the time I got there that I had a key. But hey guys, look, Bort's found Ganon. And with magical sword, red ring, and 80 gazillion hearts, I mean, this is not terrible. So yeah, I couldn't get a stun lock on a silly Ganon.
All right, up and A, head right to Princess Zelda.
Yay! Yeah, see, his 9's way more friendly than mine. I did not find that bomb wall that made that connect at all. Yay, there's a staircase. It's gonna take us to Zelda.
Yep, 1 room north and east.
I mean, this part, oh, well, I mean, if you up an aid, like we both did. Oh gosh, potion? Yeah, there you go, Bort. As long as you have a potion.
Last thing you want to do is take a death right around the corner from getting to Princess Zelda.
Oh yeah, I would have felt very silly had I, yeah.
And there you go, get your GG's in chat for Bort.
Finishing with an official race time of 2:02:17. Yeah, yes, Bort, we're talking about the fact that silvers were in 3. We knew about that from the hints, but he couldn't find it. He assumed it was power bracelet block, but he should hopefully be here in a moment.
Mm-hmm. And as such, we knew that the white sword and red candle were going to be in level 9.
Oh, so it really didn't want us to have a better sword than wood sword until we got 13 hearts. Or no, what was it?
11.
13? 11.
No, it was
11.
11.
11 hearts, yeah.
The one thing Bort didn't know about was the heart container. It was the coast heart in 1.
Yeah, I went back when I was getting to the point where I'm like, all right, I'm going to need a power bracelet. So let's go ahead and go back into 1 because that's the first place I want to look because I know it's down to like a very small amount of space. But I also knew it was going to eat a couple of keys to get in there. All right, looks like Bort's about to join us.
Mm-hmm. Welcome in, Bort.
GG's.
Hello. Yeah, thank you. GG's to you too.
Now, this was not at all what I was expecting today. How about you?
Well, I expected to lose, so I guess there was that.
Hey, I meant the seed. I meant the fact that we needed every item, probably except for the recorder.
Yeah, and I thought I got a real advantage when I found the recorder first after buying some keys and Kanana keying in there.
Oh, dude, I missed the spider Kanana key so many times. I was getting really ticked off at the spider because I would try to like boomerang him to get him to stay in front of that first door 2 rooms in. And then I just kept missing the timing on the Kanana key because I had moved out of place to go get it, and I was not a happy camper.
Yeah, both you and Bort had unfortunate adventures trying to pull off the Kanana key, which we totally got. But GG's to you both. Any thoughts about what wound up going on with this seed? How happy were you when you found that red ring in 6?
I'd already bought a blue, so I was like, well, it's my favorite item. I'm gonna take it. It'll make me a different color. Please don't make me pink. But oh man, now I gotta go back to 7.
Yeah, we knew that you were. I mean, that's what we were talking about. We knew that you weren't going to be ecstatic about the red ring, but you're going to be ecstatic about the red ring.
Oh yeah, part of me's going, yay, I found my item, because something in the back of my head is just going, no, finish digging this, finish digging this, finish digging this. And then I'm like, all right, well, it's my thing. It's here. I've got it. And I know I've got to go back into 7, 8. I don't know if I had to go back into 8 at that point, but I knew I had to go back into dungeons that were going to have whiz robes, because all the beginning dungeons, they had no whiz robes. And I'm just going, where are they? You have to know they're here somewhere.
Yeah, for you, Bort, you got through there with green tunic, so I give you extra credit on getting through all of that. Especially the blue dark nuts of hell.
Blah. Level 6. That's level 6 new name.
Blah. I like it.
Yeah. It was. Oh, sorry, I didn't realize I still had. Yeah. No, that was just bad. Like level 6, all those blue dark nuts, and I don't know. Did you still have wood sword, or did you have magical sword at that point?
I got it at some point towards the end.
I believe Bort still had wood sword at that point in time. So Bort was digging 6 with wood sword and blue, or not blue ring, but on green tunic. So,
I mean, you definitely got me beat there, because I was like, I noped right out. I was like, yeah, all right, I'm gonna need something to help me stay alive and just face tank all of these guys. Though, orange dark nuts were nice. I was like,
yeah,
they're squishy. This is great.
2 HP there for them. Not necessarily overriding the fact that the virus, you couldn't even kill them with bombs.
No, but you could double tap them once you got the magical sword.
Right, with the wand combo there, yeah. But that didn't help you through like the first hour and such with the seed. Yeah.
Hey, at least the bats didn't roll up. Well, they kind of did, but at least the bats didn't roll up to the point where we had to stab them multiple times.
Agreed. Because
that would have just been like, here, let's make this even worse.
This definitely was a fun seed to kick off our first race to week number 5.
Oh yeah, I guess we were the first. Let's just hope everybody else gets kinder seeds than what we just got.
Well, we can hope so, but there's no guarantee of that. Do you have any closing thoughts, Bort?
I mean, I think I lost mainly because I wasted so much time in 8, because it was too tough in there for me, and I just kept going back and died a bunch of times in there. And really wasn't worth it.
I think your initial dig of 8 was it was great effort. Just that was unfortunately very, very problematic given the equipment that you had at that stage, and whiz robes are not fun, but you pair them together with what was it? They were together with the Lionels, right?
Oh yeah.
That's double trouble.
That is please don't make me dig this dungeon.
All right, let's go ahead and wrap so that way we can get CD out of here, because CD is going to be on the microphone coming up here in about 50 minutes for the Vincent versus Magic Friends match.
Yay.
In 50 minutes.
Yay. looks like I need a friend still. So if anybody out there wants to volunteer, you can go into the Z1R Discord and ask for the volunteer role. And yeah, help is appreciated.
While I do appreciate the call out for volunteers, we could definitely use some volunteers. Looks like you are paired with Deus Ex Machina.
Oh, I hadn't refreshed in like the last 10 minutes. All right, that works for me. So yeah, we do still have a bunch of other races going on today. Anyway, I just want to thank everybody for volunteering. Thank you guys. You know, the getting this on air was pretty cool, especially given that it was very early in the day. And I want to thank Bort for working with me on scheduling, because it's really nice not to have to do this after work when I've been awake since 6 a.m. So I greatly appreciate it.
Yeah, thanks to everyone too.
Good luck to you in week number 6, Bort, and we'll see you both in the community.
Yay!
All right. Also, big thank you to Neo No Name for doing the tracking for this, and to Stun, who had to step out just a few moments ago. So next race coming up here, 7 o'clock. That is in just under 50 minutes from now. Other races through the evening, including the Alan Heffley versus Niori, Catastrophe versus DK, Spatter versus Opto Point, KS Finale versus Melchior, and then one of our 4-0 battles to wrap things up tonight, Fury SK versus Cafe JD. Oh, goodness. All right, let's get out of here. Thank you all for watching. We'll see you next time here on Speed Gaming 2.